were fading with the dawn. We had 1,000 little dreams before we knew where they belonged. Your laughter still lives in these walls like echoes learning how to stay. Some stories bloom into forever, ours just quietly slipped away. If time could hear the words we hid, maybe it would slow its hands. We were almost something endless, just a heartbeat from the plan. Every star missed us that night. Every wish fell out of sight. We were chasing skies that never knew our names, holding on through silent rain. You still shine inside my soul, like a light I couldn't hold. Somewhere love is still alive in another set of skies. I found your memory in the breeze, turning pages of the spring. Every place remembers us, even if we say nothing. The roads have learned to carry me, though my heart still walks behind. Some goodbyes are never spoken, they just linger in the mind. Maybe we were written softly, only meant for passing through. Not every dream becomes tomorrow, not every promise comes true. Still I thank the days we borrow for teaching hope to survive. Though the ending came too early, your love keeps this heart alive. Every star missed us that night, yet they still glow in the sky. Maybe they are telling stories of the love that learned to fly. You'll always be a gentle chapter, one I'll never leave behind. Though we never reach forever, forever lives inside my mind. Every dawn begins a new page, every sunset keeps your trace. Some loves never find their ending, yet they never lose their place. I used to search for pieces of me in every word you left behind. silence, there was still a voice in me. I walked the rooms full of memories, carrying what I couldn't say. But every step away from yesterday was a step toward a brighter day. I thought I lost the only love that could ever make me whole, but I was looking in the wrong place for a heart I already own. I'm finding my way back to the light, learning how to breathe again tonight. No longer waiting for somebody else to remind me who I am. I'm letting go of what I couldn't keep, waking up from a dream that wasn't me. After everything I thought I lost, I found the strength I had all along. I'm falling back to me. I'm falling back to me. There were nights I heard your memory like a song I couldn't turn down, but the echo slowly faded when I started standing my ground. I stopped chasing empty promises, stopped believing I was incomplete. Found a little more of my reflection every time I chose to see me. The person looking in the mirror was someone I forgot to know. A heart that still had so much love, a soul that was ready to grow. Maybe love can leave a lesson, maybe goodbye can open doors, maybe losing what was broken helps you discover something more. I don't need to change my story, I don't need to hide the scars. Every chapter made me stronger, every tear revealed my heart. I'm running my way back to the light, learning how to shine again tonight. No longer searching for somebody else to tell me who I am. I'm embracing every part of me. The dreams are buried, the heart I set free. After everything I thought I lost, I found the strength I had all along. Now I'm walking into tomorrow with a heart that finally believes the love I was always looking for was waiting inside of me. I'm falling back to me. I'm falling back to me. You said forever with a quiet smile. I built a home from every fragile mile. I held the weight when your hands let go. Watered a garden you never chose. I learned your silence like a favorite song, pretending nothing never felt so wrong. While I kept reaching through the pouring rain, you never noticed all my hidden pain. I gave my mornings, I gave my nights, turned every shadow into light. But every step I made for two only brought me closer to losing you. I carried the love alone while you drifted farther from home. Every promise lived in my hands, falling apart like grains of sand. I kept believing we could survive. called your name, but echoes never feel the same. I search for answers in the quiet air, found only pieces waiting there. Some hearts can bloom without the sun, some stories fade before they're done. I finally see what I couldn't then. Love can't be built by only one. Maybe someday you'll understand how much slipped right through your hands. I won't chase the wind anymore. I'm closing this unfinished door. The tears have taught me how to grow, even through the deepest snow. If love is real, it walks beside. It doesn't leave one soul behind. Find a home. I carry the love alone through every crack our hearts have known, holding hope until it disappears, smiling through every hidden tear. Now I'm learning how to let it go, finding peace inside the slow. Though your memory still lingers on, I'll find a place where I belong. The weight is finally not my own, no longer carrying love alone. The sky grows brighter after rain, and healing softly calls my name. I leave the past where it belongs, with a heart that's finding its own song. I used to chase the words you never said, looking for a reason to stay instead. I gave my colors just to paint your sky, while my own dreams were fading out of sight. I held the pieces of a love that changed, kept making excuses for the endless rain. But somewhere underneath the tears I cried, a little voice was waiting deep inside. I was so afraid of being alone, I forgot I had a heart of my own. Every scar became a lesson learned, every goodbye became a bridge to burn. Now I can't breathe without holding on. I can stand when the feeling's gone. I felt the strength I was searching for behind the person I was before. I don't need someone to make me whole. I found the light inside my soul. After all the nights I lost my way, I finally heard my heart today. I remember mornings filled with doubt, trying to figure what we were about. I was giving more than I could give, forgetting I deserved the life to live. Now I see the beauty in the change, even broken roads can rearrange. The love I needed was waiting there, in the reflection of my own eyes staring back. No more running from the truth I know, no more hiding what my spirit before the morning learned my name. Like every promise vanished with the rain. I searched the silence hoping you'd return, while every lonely lesson had to burn. The mirror showed a stranger every day, but little by little fear faded away. The cracks I tried so hard to hide became the places where the light survived. I stopped chasing shadows down the road, put down the weight I was never meant to hold. Every tear became a seed somehow, and I can finally see it now. I grew where you couldn't stay, found my colors after all the gray, built a heart that learned to heal, turned every scar into something real. You were a chapter, not the end, a goodbye that taught me how to mend. Now the sky is opening wide, I'm no longer waiting for the tide. I grew where you couldn't stay, and I found myself along the way. The empty rooms don't echo like before. I've opened every long forgotten door. The dreams we left unfinished in the dark have found a brand new rhythm in my heart. Every sunrise whispers something true. Life kept moving even without you. The road ahead may twist and bend, but now I trust where it will end. If our paths should ever cross again, you'll meet someone stronger than back then. Not because the pain disappeared, but because I walked through every fear. I carry hope instead of chains. I found flowers growing through the rain. I grew where you couldn't stay, found my colors after all the gray, built a heart that learned to heal, turned every scar into something real. You were a chapter, not the end, a goodbye that taught me how to mend. Now I lift my face into the light, knowing everything will be alright. I grew where you couldn't stay, and love begins with me today. No looking back, no borrowed skies. I found my strength, and now I rise. I kept the silence folded in my hands, built 1,000 bridges out of broken plans, smiled through every storm you never saw, carried all the weight without a cause. I believed that love could heal the cracks, even when your heart kept turning back. But every sunrise showed me something new. disappearing next to you. I don't need another empty promise or another night pretending we're enough. The mirror finally showed the truth inside me, and that was more than love. Now the quiet feels a little warm, like the calm that always follows every storm. I still remember every gentle spark, but memories don't have to own my heart. Every tear became another life, leading me beyond the longest night. I never thought I'd find this kind of peace by choosing to release. If our story had another page, I'd still thank the love that helped me change. Some endings teach us how to rise. Not every farewell is a goodbye to life. Sometimes it's the way we come alive. My goodbye found its voice tonight. No longer hiding from the fading light. I'm stronger than the fear I used to know. Finally letting all the echoes go. The road ahead is calling out my name, and I won't look back the way I came. Though part of me will always honor you. I'm finally faithful to the truth. My goodbye found its voice at last. A gentle song released from all the past. And now every heartbeat whispers something new. I found myself the day I let go of you. I still hear your footsteps in the hallway, like a memory passing through the quiet night. The walls know the stories we never told, the warmth we had, the hands I could hold. I tried to find answers in yesterday, but some things are meant to fade away. Now I sit with the silence I once feared. picture still rests inside my mind, but I don't lose myself there every night. The tears that fell became rivers of change, carrying me somewhere beyond the pain. I used to wish that you would come back home. Now I'm learning I was never alone. There's a beauty hidden, the space between the person I was and the one I'm becoming. Every shadow has a place to go. Every heart has a season to grow. I don't need to chase what is gone. I'm finding my way with the night, moving on. Maybe we were a chapter, not the whole story. Baby, goodbye was a different kind of glory. I found a light I never knew I had, a softer heart after everything we had. The sky doesn't promise another day, but it always finds a beautiful way to remind me that I'm still alive, still dreaming, still learning how to shine. Oh, when the world feels empty and the stars turn blue, I find a little peace in the sky above me too. No more waiting for a love that disappeared. No more holding on to something that isn't here. I let the quiet wrap around my soul. I let the broken pieces become whole. In the stillness, I finally understand. Sometimes being alone can help you stand. And tonight I'm finally letting go, finding comfort in the glow above my home. The night feels different, the air feels new. I found my way beneath the endless blue. We used to talk beneath the midnight sky, making little plans that felt like they could fly. Your hand in mine, we were fearless then, thinking every storm would always end. We built a world from the words we said, painted tomorrow inside our heads. But time has a way of showing the truth. Sometimes dreams change before they come true. I still see a smile in the places we knew, still hear the promises we held on to. We gave everything that we had to give, but some things fade while we're trying to live. We were a beautiful story with a missing page, a little too fragile for the way we carry. We had a love that felt like it would never end, but the world kept changing and we couldn't pretend. I'll keep the moments, I'll keep the light, the way you made my darkest days feel bright. We were more than a memory passing through, but forever wasn't big enough for me and you. We learned that love isn't only a feeling, it's all the broken pieces we keep from leaving. And somewhere between the hopes and fears, we lost the rhythm we had for years. No, no one was wrong, no one was to blame. We just became maybe the stars would have stayed in place. Maybe we wouldn't have drifted away. But I'm thankful for the love we knew, for every dream I shared with you. Some hearts are meant to leave a mark, even when they don't stay forever in the dark. We were a beautiful story with a missing page, a love that was real but couldn't escape. We had a moment that I'll never forget, a chapter of my heart I'm not ready to regret. I'll keep the memories, I'll let them shine. The best parts of you will always stay mine. We were everything we knew how to be, even if forever wasn't meant for you and me. Some loves don't disappear, they just change their place. They live in the quiet, they live in the grace. And when I look back at what we knew, I'll remember the love that once carried us through. We used to count the stars above our heads, making promises beneath the moonlight. Every little dream we whispered in the dark felt like a world that would never fall apart. Your hand in mine, we were chasing forever, two hearts moving like a perfect song. But somewhere between the days and the seasons, we started feeling like we didn't belong. I still see your shadow in the places we knew, hear your laughter when the night turns blue. We had a love that was written in gold, but even gold can lose its glow. The stars can't hold us anymore, they can't bring back what we had before. We were a story written in the sky, a beautiful moment passing by. The stars still shine, the memories stay, but they can't make the distance fade away. We were forever for a little while, now we're just echoes beneath the sky. I remember dancing in the summer rain, your eyes reflecting every little dream. We were fearless, we were young, we were alive, holding on to a love we thought would survive. Now the silence says what we couldn't say. Some things are meant to change with time. I don't blame you, I don't blame me. We were just two hearts trying to find peace. Maybe in another life, another place, we would have found a way to stay. But I'm thankful for the nights we shared, for every moment that brought us there. And if you ever look up at the stars, know that a part of me is where you are. Not holding on, not holding back, just grateful for the love we had. The stars can't hold us anymore, they can't bring back what we had before. We were a dream that touched the sky, a beautiful flame that learned to fly. The stars still shine, the memories stay, like gentle lights that never fade away. We were forever for a little while, a precious chapter, a timeless smile. The stars can't hold us anymore, but I'll always remember what we were before. I still remember the way we smile, like we had forever in our hands. Two hearts running through the same sky, trying to understand where we would land. We painted dreams across the walls with every promise we believed. But some colors slowly fade away, no matter how much we want them to stay. I kept the pieces of yesterday hidden underneath my skin, until I learned that losing you was where I could begin. I don't need to change the story, I don't need to hold the pain. Every tear became a lesson, every storm became a wave. I found the color of my goodbye, a shade of peace I never knew. Not every ending means we're broken, some doors close that let us move. I carry love, I leave the sorrow, I keep the memories we made. And though our road is going separate ways, I know my heart will be okay. The color of my goodbye is brighter than the tears I cried. There are still moments when I wonder if we could have found another way. But chasing shadows in the distance only keeps me from today. You were a chapter in my story, a beautiful part of who I've been. And even though the page is turning, I don't regret the love within. Hey, I finally see the quiet beauty in the space you left behind. Sometimes losing what we wanted helps us find what we need inside. So I release the words unspoken and the dreams we couldn't save. I forgive the hearts we were back then for the choices that we made. No more holding on to echoes, no more searching for a sign. I found a little piece of heaven in the peace I found inside. I found the color of my goodbye, a shade of hope beneath the blue. Not every ending takes away love, sometimes love changes into truth. I carry warmth, I leave the sorrow, I honor everything we gave. And though our road is going separate ways, I know I'm stronger every day. The color of my goodbye feels like a sunrise after rain. A quiet heart, a clear sky, a new beginning from the change. The color of my goodbye is where I finally found my light. The window of the evening rain, like tears it never tried to hide. changed without a word. The trees still dance beneath the sky. I found new colors in the dawn, where broken hopes were slowly dry. Your memory became a song that gently faded with the breeze. No longer pulling at my heart, just floating softly through the leaves. If we were only passing lives, and thank you for the warmth you gave. The love we held became a road that led me somewhere I was brave. I don't need answers anymore, or reasons written in the rain. Some stories end to make a place for hope to bloom again. The night forgot your name at last, and I no longer fear the quiet. The moon surrounds us every evening, but now my heart can shine beside it. I'll carry every lesson learned without the weight of yesterday. The love we were became the light that helped me find another way. The night forgot your name at last, and somehow I remember mine. You left without a single sound, just a quiet shadow on the ground. Coffee's cold, your chair still waits, while morning leans against the frame. I learned to smile when people ask, but silence always knows the truth. Every memory wears your face, like faded colors that won't lose. I never told the sky your name, I kept our story out of sight. But every storm that crossed my way, read my heart without a light. The rain kept your secret, falling where nobody could see. Every drop carried words you never heard from me. I tried to hide the pieces, pretend I had moved on, but the rain kept your secret long after you were gone. The streets remember every step, even when the lights grow dim. I found your laughter in the wind, then watched it disappear again. Some goodbyes don't make a sound, they slowly settle into years. You became a distant song, still echoing through quiet tears. Maybe someday clouds will clear and the weight will fade away. I thank the love we used to hold without wishing you had stayed. The heart can carry yesterday, you still believe in something new. was standing right beside you, with 1,000 words inside, trying to show you all my feelings, but you never saw the signs. I gave you pieces of my daylight, I gave you pieces of my soul, but every time I reached to hold you, you were somewhere I couldn't go. I was talking through the silence, hoping you would understand, but my tears became a language you could never comprehend. I kept waiting for a moment when you would finally see that the love I kept on giving was the love you never received. You never heard my heart when it was calling out your name. You never felt the weight of all the feelings I couldn't say. I was loving in the shadows while you were chasing something new. I was holding on to waves while I was losing you. Now I know the hardest part was giving everything I had to someone who was never close enough to understand. I remember all the evenings when we sat but felt apart, two people sharing one room with two different hearts. I searched for hidden answers in the words you didn't say, trying to find a little reason why you slowly walked away. I don't blame you for the distance, I don't blame you for the change. Some hearts can stand together but still feel miles away. Maybe someday you'll remember the way I tried to stay, the little things I did for you, the love I gave away. And maybe I will finally forgive the moments we couldn't save, because holding on to yesterday was only holding back my faith. I was more than all the silence, more than all the tears I cried. I was someone worth discovering, even if you passed me by. You never heard my heart when it was calling out your name. You never saw the love that was standing in the rain. I was waiting for the feeling that was never coming through. I was building dreams for two when I was dreaming only you. Now I'm finding all the pieces that I left behind you, learning that a heart can heal when it finally chooses truth. You never heard my heart, but I finally hear it now, and it's telling me to let go and find my way somehow. I remember when the nights felt endless, when your hand was the place I could rest. We were chasing moments like forever, never knowing we were running out of breath. Every promise sounded like a sunrise, every word felt like it would remain. But the seasons change without a warning, and the colors slowly faded thought we had the answer. There were nights I thought we had it all, but the distance grew between our shadows, and the silence became too hard to ignore. I don't regret the way I loved you. I don't wish away the day we knew. Every tear became a part of growing. Every scar became a shade of truth. Maybe we were never meant for always. Maybe forever had a different name. But I'll carry all the little moments like a photograph without pain. If I could go back to the beginning, I would still choose you again. Not because the ending was easy, but because you were a beautiful friend. Some connections are like falling starlight, bright enough to change the night. Even when they disappear forever, they leave behind a little light. I gave you all the love I had inside me. You gave me memories I'll never lose. We were beautiful for a moment, even if we couldn't make it through. Now I'm walking toward tomorrow with a heart that finally understands. Some people come into your story just to help you find who you are. I'll remember when we were together. I'll forgive the things we left behind, because even a temporary love can leave a forever kind of light. Your love was borrowed time. I wore the silence like a second skin, holding on where the light grew thin. Every promise faded in a break, but I stayed long after hope slipped away. Now the mirror shows a different face, someone learning how to leave that place. Every tear became a stepping stone, leading me back to my own soul. I don't need yesterday to guide my way. The dawn is calling out my name. What's behind can lose its hold. I'm stronger than the stories told. Your shadow isn't mine to keep. It won't follow where I dream. I found the sky beyond the rain, a heart that beats without the chains. Every goodbye opened up the light. Every sunrise proved I'm right. I'm finally standing where I belong. Your shadow isn't mine anymore. The echoes still knock now and then, like gold letters carried by the wind, but they don't pull me back inside. I've learned there's peace on the other side. Every scar has found its place, not a burden, just a trace.